Alrighty then, we have got ourselves some clean parts. Parts is parts. We got that all wacky-dooed up. All cleaned up. Refreshed. The tuner is a lot easier to tune. Looney Tuners. We got this all nice and spiffified. And look at this. Woo-wee. That is it. That's it. We got the lugs all cleaned up, except for these. We got one wire on each side here that goes on. So I didn't even bother taking the shorting wires off on those. Cut the knobs off. We are going to take care of those tomorrow. Getting them all cleaned up and de-dirtified. The little patter we got cleaned up and turned on. We pulled the socket and the loom for the eye tube, and yes, the 1 meg resistor that's typically with these is in the socket, and I opened it up without breaking the thing, and checked it, and it's like right on. This little whatever little this is. Oh, this might be the, I don't know what it is. I haven't paid much attention to this thing, so I'm not really sure what they label it as. Oscillator coil. Now, see, I know that. Yeah. Got it cleaned up, all the lugs cleaned up and everything on it. This is, no, that's, God, see, I chewed on my foot again. Oh, I must love my foot. I need to get some mustard. This is an antenna coil. Durr. This is the oscillator coil. And as you might have guessed, yeah, I went and wait a minute. What the heck is this? That's the antenna coil. Yeah, this one here is the oscillator coil. I keep looking at it and I'm liable to call it a fence post. But anyway, that's, yeah. We got the luggies all cleaned up. We got the switch cleaned up, taken apart, opened up, cleaned, and flooded with fader juice, and cleaned up the lugs on it. What else did we do? These here I'm gonna chop up. I'm gonna put a terminal block on the back end of the chassis so that you can put leads on. What do they call them? Terminal blocks. Yeah, terminal block. That's what they call them. So that we're gonna eliminate the wires sticking out the back. What else was there? I got the chassis out on the big bench, drying up. I got it scrubbed up and cleaned. I need to go over it with some finish, magic goop, so that I can remove the film residue that typically winds up being left on the chassis whenever I'm done scrubbing them. So that is pretty much it for this segment. I can't think of... I almost forgot that little jewel. Yeah, I put these in the dip, and I put those in the dip. Dip. And what I do, in order to keep the keep the mica sheet intact, is I take a screwdriver and I firm these up, tighten them up all the way down so that they're flush against the mica. And then when I go to make the adjustments to them, I don't have to worry about it flaking loose or being blown away or crackling and falling out or whatever. I do that with all the ones that wind up with a mica sheet on there, so that way, you know, when I blow on it with the air pressure, it doesn't obliterate the sheet. It wouldn't matter anyway, because I got sheets to go back on there that I can use. So the cabinet's ready for pre-stain. I've got the insert for the speaker grill bars that I still need to do final touch-up to it, and the chassis, the final cleaning and and whatever I got to do to it in order to get it ready for a finish. So that's it. We're out of here. Okay, here we are. What is today? Monday, the 6th. I think it's the 6th. Fresh week, starting out. We got the chassis finished, and it's cured. We got the clamshell for the transformer refinished and sealed. We got the tuning cap cleaned up and lubed up. We got the front subassembly, push button subassembly, trimmer subassemblies mounted. We got some new wiring on there. We got the trimmers for the shortwave and the AM cleaned, switch cleaned up and mounted. We've got the coils back mounted. You know what I said earlier on the other video about the me not being able to do that. Well, I've done it before, and but I just figured I was kind of lucky because, there was a time that I broke one side of the clip. Not the clip, I broke the tube. And I figured, well, that's probably I'm going to really think hard about doing it again. But this one here was relatively easy. There is a technique that you need to apply in order to be successful with it, probably 99.5% of the time. Yeah, if you're like me, that 0.5% is going to jump in your face, if not on your face. So anyway, we're all cleaned up, and look at that. Ooh, yeah, baby. Ooh. Whew. If you don't work, I'm going to spank you. So, now all we got to do is do what I set out to do 3 or 4 days ago. Attack those remaining caps, and then we're going to be Hey, we're going to be knocking at the door of another fire up on this thing. Okay, so let me see. I got the drum ready to drumify. Did it go on there? Yeah, it goes on there, but it goes the other way. Dumb turkey. So I don't mount this up and forget to mount that up and have to tear everything apart again. Not that I would have to, but on one I did have to. So there might be some wires in here that we're going to chase down and get rid of also. So we're on to doing that. Oh yeah, sure, yeah. Phew, almost forgot. Where'd it go? You know, sometimes my brain is, oh, there it is. I got the cabinet stained. It is stained, and more stained. Yeah, I know it looks dark. Well, that's my plan. Oh, I almost forgot my baffle, dust baffle for the push button assembly. I gotta do this side of it. So anyway, that's it for this video segment. So we'll be back possibly in the next couple of days, before the weekend for sure, and we should have this thing back together again, and a little further along on that cabinet out there. Oh yeah, I still got to get this thing done up, but it's going to get something different. So stand by for that. We'll be back. Thanks for watching.